Hi, everyone, and welcome to Nat Chats. This is where we talk about the messy middle of business, leadership, and life. This is not the highlight reel. This is the part between the vision and the reality when you're still trying to figure things out and when you're still carrying real responsibility and building real businesses. And a client said something to me recently that I haven't been able to shake and I want to talk to you about today. What she said to me was, I built this business for freedom. So why do I feel so trapped by it? Oh, and as we talked, it all came out. The late nights of emailing on the and over the weekend, a laptop on every vacation, and this growing feeling that every new opportunity brought so much more pressure instead of more freedom. And as we talked, really the clearer it got. It was never really about the amount of hours she was spending. Somewhere along the way, she had stopped asking whether the business she was building was still supporting the life that she actually wanted to live. And in all honesty, I hear versions of this constantly. No one ever comes to me and says, Natalie, I think I've unintentionally built a business that no longer fits the life I want. Instead, they tell me that they need more clients. They'll say, I need more revenue. I need another offer. I need a bigger team. I'm underwater in my current role. And those all feel like the main problem. But for most of them, and most of the time, those are just symptoms of a larger problem. So before we touch on any of that, I always want to ask one question first, and this is for you. What are you actually trying to build? Because the strategy is only as good as the vision it's built to support. So when someone tells me they need more clients, possibly, maybe, or maybe they need better clients, more aligned clients. Someone tells me that they need more revenue, probably, or what they maybe need is a better pricing, stronger systems, a business built differently. And those answers really change what the whole strategy will become, which is exactly why before we figure out how to grow a business, we have to get clear on what we're actually growing towards. And I call this the business design audit. It's really just a chance to stop, ask whether you're still building the right thing. And so I want to do an exercise with you today. If we were sitting down for coffee today, here are the 5 questions I'd ask you to see and do this audit. The first one would be, what are you building? Not what do you sell? What are you actually building? Until you're really clear on the destination, every decision feels equally important, which means none of them really are. The second question is your business designed to support that vision? Does your pricing, your offers, your marketing, even your calendar actually support the life that you're trying to create? If they're out of alignment, working harder isn't going to get you to that level you're seeking. The third question, can your organization actually support where you're headed? So growth isn't just more customers, it's the systems, the people, and the structure to actually hold that growth. So if your business doubled in size tomorrow, amazing. Would you actually be ready to do that? Fourth question, who does your business need you to become? Every season asks something different of us. Maybe it's delegating, maybe it's communicating better, maybe it's finally trusting your team. A business only grows as much as the leader behind it does. And finally, the 5th question, is this business creating the life you actually want? Probably one of the most important questions. It's not just about producing revenue, it's producing your schedule, your stress, relationships, your freedom, your future. So here's my challenge. I don't want you to redesign your whole business this week. I just want you to pick one of these questions. Sit with it, see what comes up, and then make one intentional decision. Because every decision you make is building something. And the big question is it building the business and the life you actually want? And if you want to work through this audit together, I'd love to help always. You can book a one-on-one session, strategy session with me, and we'll take a step back, find the gaps between where you are and where you want to go, and build a strategy that actually supports both. And if this kind of conversation is your thing, please join Nat's Notes, which is my monthly newsletter where I share with you what I'm learning, the strategy behind it, and the real conversations I'm having with leaders who are figuring out what's next. And also, before I go, I would love to hear from you. Of these 5 questions, which one really challenged you the most? I want to hear it in the comments. And I also just want to say thank you for spending this time with me. And I'll see you in the next Nat Chats. I hope that you have the most beautiful day.